Howdy peeps, Bitsu here, and welcome to the next installment of BitszuCraft. In today's episode, we are going to attempt to slap a boat over top of the villager breeder here to conceal it a little bit better, and give us a place to have our villagers coming from. Alrighty, let's get to her. Well, I've started off by just ringing around the very edge of where the actual kind of lit up breeding portion of the whole unit is. And the plan here is to kind of have this as the center of the boat so that we can leave this exposed all the way to daylight. And hopefully we'll be able to kind of conceal this little chunk on the side as well. The actual water elevator, we might have to move that to kind of have it concealed better inside the boat, but that should be easy enough to do. And I'm thinking having the deck level start at kind of this height is probably a good spot to start. So yeah, I'm not working off a blueprint or anything, so I'm just kind of going to be slapping this together and kind of hoping for it to turn out the way I've got it pictured in my head. But I've got a couple of logs here and there just to kind of signify the rough size of it. I'm thinking we'll make it about 30-ish blocks long and about 13-ish blocks wide, and that should hopefully give us a big enough space to be able to get some good detail in there and make it look as much like a boat as we can, but have it small enough that it's not just completely overpowering this area. And for this one, I'm going to go with like the classic like double-masted old wooden boat, because I think as far as there's, you know, some kind of modern touches in the village, like the Chicken King for one, for the most part it's looking fairly old school, so I'm thinking that would kind of help fit into the aesthetic a little bit better, rather than having, say, like a big old yacht made out of, like, oh, I don't know, cobblestone and quartz or something. Not cobblestone, maybe iron blocks? I don't know. But that could be something to think about in the future, to have, like, maybe another ship out here or something. But, yeah, I'll just get this kind of roughly laid out, and I will get back to you once I've got the basic shape kind of figured out. Cool, cool. Well, and here's the basic outline for what I think I'm going to be going for. Yeah, I'm just going to build that up about 3 or 4 blocks on the front and back, and maybe 2 along the sides, and then I'll just have this slowly taper back underneath to give it that nice boat shape. Oh, and I'm missing a block here. It's not symmetrical. Well, I'll fix that when I get back down. And, yeah, I'm an idiot. Here I was worrying about making sure that this opening here was the same size as the garden space below where the villagers are. It doesn't need to be. The only part that needs to be exposed to daylight is this little strip here where the village is. So this I can actually close off a little bit more. The original plan was to kind of put some trapdoors around here to make it look like one of those grates that they would put over top of, like, say, the big storage bay, and like that would be the access point to get all the goodies up and down to the hold. So I think I'm still going to do that. I just might bring it in by a block on, maybe just on the sides. But yeah, I'll continue chipping away at this, and I'll let you know what it's looking like once it's starting to actually look like a boat instead of just a big old kind of roughly boat-shaped slab. Now, which one was it? Now, it was this guy here? No. Where am I lopsided? Yeah, this guy here, apparently. Or is there one too many over here? What did I do? Nope. There we go. That's better. Okay, I'll keep slogging away at this, and I'll let you know what it looks like. Cool, cool, cool. Well, folks, this took forever. This represents a lot of work. I don't know how many times I drowned to death trying to figure out the slope of this underwater there. So I gave up on that and decided to just put a ring of gravel and sand and junk around the thing and took out all the water so I could work down there without drowning, so I can work safely. So let me show you what I've been up to down here. I've just been rounding it off and just kind of tapering the slope as we go, and I quickly ran out of space down here. It got cramped really quick because, like, you see this part right here, it kind of actually continues up into the dirt. But oh well, whatevs. We'll be able to see it once I get it drained. Oh, let's get rid of this guy. He's not necessary. There we go. And let me show you the back end here. Same kind of deal, just, you know, tapered it off, gradual slope, blah blah blah. And I threw a rudder on the back end just because I figured that would look kind of nifty. And this big ugly boxy thing kind of in the middle here, that is what's concealing our farm. Yeah, it sort of sticks out like a sore thumb, but I'm hoping that it'll blend in nicely once the water gets added here. It'll hopefully just kind of blend into the rest of the boat and won't even really be noticeable. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, now let's head back upstairs and I will show you what I've been up to up there. Alrighty. Oh, jeez. And that access port I put in there to get down there, I think I'm going to leave that right where it is for the time being. It's in a pretty good spot. And we'll just have to move the water elevator, which will be coming up around here some... Actually, I think... Can we see it? Yeah, there we go. It looks like it'll be coming up right about here. Perfect. And we'll just let our villagers come out and flood into this area and just kind of derp around like idiots. Now, as to the interior, down here we're going to have this as like a cargo bay. And our main cargo, the farm. Yeah, I don't know, for shipping exotic plants or what. And I'm thinking I'm going to want to leave access to it in this wall somehow. I don't, like, part of me wants to just wall it off with glass, but I think being able to get in and out of here is probably a good thing, as long as the villagers can escape. So, I don't know. What, crap. Let me just get rid of this guy. Just because, with my luck, I'm going to end up killing these guys with a zombie or something. And on the other side, that's walled off there. But if we head over onto that side, it's just kind of more of the same. Down here is a smaller storage area, and I'll just, I don't know, fill this with chests and junk and just make it feel more like storage. Now, next step, we're going to bring up the perimeter of this and add another deck, and then we'll actually, on top of that, also add an forecastle and an aft castle, and put like the captain's quarters in there and have, like, I don't know, other quarters over yonder, and yeah, hopefully it'll be look kind of cool. Okay, folks, there it is. There's a chance I might have gotten a little bit carried away with the scale of it, because this thing is kind of massive, but I'm pretty happy with the shape of it so far. It's looking good, shape-wise anyway. It's just so oak heavy. I'm thinking I might want to go over it and change some of them into something else, but here's the basic shape of her. And let's get inside there. I haven't yet built a ramp yet because I'm going to need to extend this dock out, I think. But let's just kind of dirt over there. There we go. Here'll be the way in. Da-da. Oops, crap. Come on now. Okay, close that. There we come on. And yeah, I'm experimenting with putting some birch down just to lighten it up, and I'm wondering if I should change the decks to birch, because you'll see on the other side, the staircases, they just kind of blend into the wall, and that's not any good. But here we go, the forecastle, and we can actually climb up the mast, and there's access to down into here. And the thought here is that this is going to be like guest cabins. I'm going to just do like 3 little separate bedrooms in here, not really separated by walls or anything, maybe like curtains and chests and that kind of junk. And that just leads out into here. And then the big main grill to cover the cargo hold. And over yonder, the aft castle. Up here, can we see it from here? No, we can't see it from here. I'm still going to need to put something here for a steering wheel. I just quite haven't figured out exactly what I want to put there just yet. But down inside here, this is going to be the captain's quarters, and I'm going to put like a couple of desks and some charts up on the walls and maps and all that kind of jazz, and maybe like a brewing stand or some junk. And in the corner here, I'm going to make like a big fancy looking bed. I hope anyway. I'm going to try. Make like a 4-poster double bed kind of deal. And then down here, this is going to be the crew cabins. I'm just going to have like bunk beds, or maybe try and make something look like a hammock down here, and the odd chest and some supplies and storage and crap down here. Because the main cargo hold is down here, and it is coming along nicely. It at the back end, it's just a big dark open space. It's not too big, so I really need some lighting back here. But I'm just gonna throw a couple of chests in here with some, you know, miscellaneous what have you in it. And the backside, oh, come on, there we go. The backside leads down into the main cargo hold, which has been completely taken over by the farm. So I guess our... Oh yes, and I did come up with a solution for getting in and out of here. It's a little bit derpy. You have to actually stop and open and close each gate on your way through. But we can get in and out of here, and these guys can't get out. And there's also access from here over into... Come on now. Oh, there we go. This area here, where we can check up on our villager down here who's registering the village. We can sneak around the corner here and watch the water elevator in action, and watch the zombie derp around in there, because yeah, it's still not lit up back in there, because why bother? I'm just going to be flooding it with water, which in turn leads back up to this sucker. Which, oh geez, kept friggin', there we go. Yeah, so we're pretty much there. Now I just need to figure out where exactly I want to be stuffing the villagers to. I'm thinking that I'm going to want that water elevator to send them up to, like... Up into the guest cabin here? Just have, like, a hole here that they pop out of? Or would it make more sense to have them showing up down here? Although if they show up down here, they might get registered by these two guys and count as part of the village. So maybe, yeah, I'll put them a little bit higher. So we should have them come all the way up into here, I guess. And that way I can just wall them in, and I'll probably build some kind of a selector and transport system in here so that I can, you know, selectively pick and choose which villagers I want to, which ones I want to keep and ship off to a trading area. And the sun's going down. But yeah, there she is for the time being. That's, wow, that, oh my goodness. The amount of wood I had to chop down to build this thing. I just got into a groove, though. I'd go chop down, like, 2 stacks of trees, and then I'd come back and I'd slap them down, and then rinse, repeat. I just kept at her, back and forth and back and forth. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't show off the inside of the captain's quarters too well, hey? It's got lots of windows, and the sunset view looks pretty awesome. In fact, I think I might move the bed to here, because when you're sleeping, you're actually laying in this direction, staring outside. Here, let's do that. That looks pretty nifty. And we can have the... It would probably be on this side. Oh, except now I'm facing the wrong way. Oh well. Like this, I guess? Okay, that doesn't really make any sense. Never mind. Well, so much for bright ideas. But yeah, no, the view looks pretty fantabulous from out here. Okay, and then I think I'm going to just leave the aesthetics for now. I might just be losing my mind because I've been staring at oak planks repeatedly for, God, I don't know how long now. This took hours to build. So I'm not going to futz around with that too much. I think I'm just going to live with it for now. Leave, come back and look at it again later on a later date when I haven't been staring at oak for so stinking long. But first off, we're going to, before any of that business, we're going to figure out the villager situation, make an elevator into there, and then we're going to remove all this crap and flood the area again. Yeehaw. So, I'll get back to you with another update then, once she's completely flooded, and hopefully it doesn't look like butt once the water's put back in place. I'm probably going to have to do it really slow and like one layer at a time or some jazz, but whatever, we'll get to it. Alrighty, see you guys in a tick. Well, folks, I've spent a good chunk of time clearing out all the gravel and sand and whatnot that was down here, and then chipping away at this and actually lowering the whole area. As well, I also dredged out some of the bay here. It's a lot deeper and a little bit wider than it had been as well. I figured it would probably make sense for it to actually be big enough for a ship this size to actually get in here. So there's that. And I also increased the length of the dock here. I stretched it out just because I felt it was a little bit too short next to this humongous boat here, and figured that making it almost as long as the boat would be a good thing to do. And that way too, when I put this guy on here, I threw a plank down just to be able to get up and off and onto this thing. I thought having it somewhere kind of in the midpoint of the dock would probably be good. Boom. And just let me show you what I've been up to up here as well. I did end up replacing the floor with birch just to see what it would look like, and I'm thinking I'm liking that better. It was just way too oak heavy before. Now options are either to keep it like this and have the birch stairs as well, or on this side I've left an oak ring around the cargo area and the oak stairs to get up and down. I don't know. I'm going to just live with this for a little while and see which one of them feels better, and I'll keep that one, I guess. Also, in here, I just threw some beds down, and this here is going to be our holding cell for our villagers once they start breeding up again. I haven't quite gotten around to figuring out some kind of a transport system in order to, select them, keep the ones we want, and actually transport them anywhere. But for the time being, that is good enough. But that being said, oh yes, and there's one other thing down over yonder. It's kind of derpy looking. It's a little derptastic, but yeah, steering wheel maybe. I don't know. That's the only thing I could come up with that wasn't just like, say, oh crap, that wasn't just like a trapdoor and an item frame. I don't know. I might change that. I might not. I don't know. I'm not happy with it, but I haven't been able to come up with anything that's any better. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas as to what to do for that steering wheel to make it not be so kind of corny, then yeah, let me know. That that would be greatly appreciated. Plus, I'm going to leave a poll up on the screen here, and you guys tell me, which style of videos do you prefer from me? Do you like the videos like today, where it's all kind of progress updates, and it's just kind of, I just kind of let you know what's going on each step of the way? Or do you prefer having the ability to just watch me completely derp around and screw up and have to build and rebuild and tear down and rebuild and all that kind of jazz? So yeah, you guys let me know. Progress updatey or derptastic? Alrighty. But that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. So, as always, if you like what you see, go ahead and smack that like button. And if you want to see more, go ahead and hit that round Bitsu icon to subscribe. Any comments, suggestions, any ideas what to do as far as the color scheme of the boat here, or a steering wheel that doesn't suck, just leave a comment down below, even if you just want to say hi. And I will leave you at that. See you in the next episode. Bye!